Hi everyone! It's New Year's Day, so happy New Year. It is sunny outside, so I am going to get on my bike and ride to the forest. I'm going to try going to a new one today that's a bit closer and not up a giant hill. It's really cold outside today, so that's why I'm going to try to go somewhere a little bit closer to home. And I'm taking you with me, so let's go. Hello. So I'm here, as you can see. It took me a while to figure out how to get in here because the path from the road was like super hidden, but it's mostly, I think, here just like parallel to this residential area. It's a lot smaller than it looked on the map, so I'm not sure it's going to become a favorite spot of mine, but it was pretty close, like a 15-minute bike ride as opposed to a half an hour to go to my favorite ones, and it's also like up a big hill, so it's much more strenuous to go there. So of course it's really, really nice to be outside, and there are lots of like little birds and chickadees singing and jumping around in the trees, and I found so far just a couple of mushrooms, but yeah, it's just a really beautiful day. The sky is really clear, and it's really muddy because we've had a few just like really rainy days, so it's so nice. While I'm out here, I thought that maybe I would share some practical tips for getting outside more in the winter. Getting outside and spending time in nature is super, super good for our mental health, as well as obviously our physical health, getting out and moving, getting fresh air, etc. And yeah, even if you don't consider yourself a really outdoorsy person, you don't have to do something hardcore. You can just come and walk in a forest, a nature reserve, a park in your area, even if it's very cold where you are. Some of you might know that I am from Chicago, one of the coldest places on earth. I don't know. Not really, but I mean, it's very, very cold. I have some skills that I've picked up, I guess, for surviving really cold weather. And I'm employing a lot of them today, even though it's not so cold as, yeah, it is in some places. One thing I really recommend is to just bundle up is, first of all, shoes. Keeping your feet warm is the most important thing. So I have these boots that I'm wearing today that are leather boots, and they're lined with wool, so that makes them really, really cozy. There are, of course, vegan options. You can get insulated hiking boots. I should have worn my hiking boots today because it's so muddy. And then I'm wearing leggings under my jeans, and this is a total Chicago hack that I've been doing for years on really cold days. It helps me stay a lot warmer. And then I'm just wearing layers. And I have also found that wearing wool next to my skin really, really helps me to stay warm. I know that not everybody can handle that. And I also want to note that it's most effective to use a non-superwash wool. Superwash wool, because it is coated in like plastic, basically loses a lot of its natural insulation properties, and also air gets through it more easily, so it's much less warm. But you can still get really, really soft natural wools, like merino, for example, that you might be able to wear next to your skin, even if you're sensitive. But that really helps me. So I'm actually wearing a natural wool bra, and then I'm wearing a tank top and a long sleeve shirt, and then I'm wearing a natural wool sweater over that, and then I'm wearing a really warm winter coat, a wool shawl, and yeah, this is actually a synthetic, but this headband, but it really keeps me warm more than my wool hats do, I have to be honest. So this is really good when I'm riding my bike, which I did to get here. And then I also really, really recommend getting a high quality vacuum seal bottle. This is not an ad, I'm just a fan. But I got a Stanley bottle really recently. They're a really well-known brand that's been around for a long time. And it keeps things super, super hot. So I made tea and brought it with me, and it's piping hot just like it was when I put it in here. And yeah, I find that that makes such a big difference. Yeah, just to be able to like sit and have a hot beverage, and it also just makes it really lovely. If you have someone to share it with, that's also nice. I'm just sharing it with myself and the chickadees, I guess. So I hope that motivates you to get outside some more. Who knows, maybe you have a resolution or something like that to do it more, but I really think in this time that we're spending so much more time inside, that it's more important than ever to get out. And it's also a way to get out and get exercise, even if you live in a city where you're going to be more socially distanced out in a forest or something like that. Yeah, get outside, even in winter. Although being out today makes me really excited for spring, even though it's so far off. I just cannot wait. But yeah, I'm probably going to head back soon. The sun is starting to set. I think it's too blown out, you can't see, but the sky looks nice over there. It's just such a nice day. I'm so grateful for a nice sunny day. So thank you guys for coming with me, and I'll see you later. Again. So now it is January 5th, I think. Is it the 5th? Yeah, it's the 5th. And I'm out for another walk today. The last few days have been kind of tough, honestly. And I've especially just been really frustrated that getting out into nature takes so much effort, when it's just like where I want to be right now. It's not raining right now, but it's been raining and snowing actually a little bit on and off. And I didn't want to ride my bike. So I took the train here, just a couple of stops, and even that I really hated, so I wish I rode my bike. Anyway, it was just really important for me to get out again. And I'm in a forest that is about 2.5 kilometers from my apartment. It's a small one. You can probably hear traffic noise in the background. That is better when there are more leaves, but of course it's winter, so there aren't very many. But yeah, it's still peaceful. I haven't seen any other person yet. Actually, I think I see some coming now. But yeah, it's still peaceful and lovely. Yeah, of course the other day it was much more positive, and now I'm struggling a little bit. But yeah, January is always, I think, a tough month, and especially now that, yeah, it's hard to really get outside in nature because of the temperature and staying warm, and that I only prefer to travel by bicycle. And yeah, it rains a lot here in the winter, so that's all kind of a struggle, but I'm glad that I came today. It's already making me feel calmer, as it always does, to be in the forest, and despite the traffic noise, I can just kind of try to tune it out and think of the songs of the birds, and I'm looking for mushrooms, and yeah, so it was a good idea to get out when I was in a bad mood, for sure. I've been looking a lot at pine trees because I really want to make some pine needle tea, but most of them around here, as you can see, are yew trees. I'm still really learning to identify trees, but yew trees are really poisonous, so this would be a bad idea. You can kind of tell because they're so flat, and usually you can tell because they have berries, but I think most of them are gone now, so no tea for me, but I get all these golden leaves. Hey, so I'm back in the woods. It is now the next day after yesterday, after the last video, so I think today's the 6th, and I rode my bike to the big forest today, and I'm really glad that I did. It's pretty cold. It's about freezing, but it's beautiful, and the bike ride was lovely, and it's lovely out here. It's a gray day, but yeah, on the way over, I was just really enjoying like the little bits of blue sky that were peeking through, and yeah, it was really beautiful. So I found a different entrance to this forest today, and yeah, I'm exploring a different section of it. It's quite big, and I've gotten lost in it before, which is really cool. So I'm gonna go get lost again. I have some tea, but I'm feeling pretty cozy. Especially, this is my Salansa shawl, which is a design of mine, and it's super, super warm. It's half wool and half alpaca, and alpaca is really cozy, so that's really nice. I do have, you might have noticed, this kind of unattractive thing, but it really helps when I'm biking because knitted fabric is not windproof, so this helps a lot. Gotten totally lost. But it's funny, like this forest I found recently, so I was never here in the springtime, but I'm just standing here and imagining how it will look in a couple of months, and it's a really exciting thought. That's like totally dorky, but I'm really excited to see, yeah, to come back and for it all to be green and blooming soon. I'm completely lost. This forest is so much bigger than I thought, and it's really exciting. So yeah, I ended up getting completely lost, and I'm really confused where I went. So next time I come, I think I'm actually going to ride through a bit on my bike and try to get a lay of the land. I think actually I'm in a different forest than I thought I was. I don't know, I cannot explain it, but yeah, it's beautiful, but it's starting to get dark. So I'm having some of my tea, and yeah, I'm gonna head back to my bike after this. So cheers! Hello! Look, it's snow! This is so exciting. We never get snow here. It is the 17th. It's the day I am planning to post this video. But yeah, we got snow overnight and I just had to come out. I had to come for a walk. So let's go. I have to admit that for many years I didn't have the best relationship with snow. Being from Chicago, which is such a cold place, there was always so much shoveling, and when I had a car especially, whoa, those of you who live in a city with a car know what I'm talking about, especially without a garage, having to shovel out your car, getting stuck in the slush and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you know, sometimes I just wish the snow would go away, or if it sticks around too long, it would get like black and ugly. But it's just so magical for it to happen, like here, when it almost never happens. So it just feels so special and it's so beautiful. And yeah, I knew I had to come out because it's supposed to warm up and it will probably be gone by this afternoon or evening. But for now, it just feels really special, and I'm so grateful that it snowed and it stuck for once. I've been thinking so much lately about, yeah, the life I want to have, and living in the middle of nowhere, like in a forest, and I'm doing a lot of thinking about the kind of climate I want to live in. I would like to be somewhere generally warmer, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I really think if it didn't snow, I think I would probably miss it. So it's definitely something to think about, like just how excited I feel today and how happy I feel. And yeah, that maybe I need to continue to pursue snow. Sorry, I thought I saw a little bird. So I'm going to sign off here, and I want to thank you so much for watching, and I especially want to thank my patrons on Patreon. Thank you so much. My gratitude goes out to you. There's no way I would have been able to create so much this year without your support. So yeah, and if you want to see future videos, be sure you're subscribed, click the notification bell, And also liking the video and commenting helps the algorithm a lot. I would really love to hear from you guys. I love reading comments about what you're doing, if you're getting outside, or just what you do in the winter to help your mental health and stay healthy and sane, which is kind of, I think staying healthy and sane are like the only missions in life right now. So again, thank you so much. I hope you get outside where you are, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye!